fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. If you have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Let's do this. Let's go there. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs of Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. If you have Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Let's see if I can get that. Thank you. I do like to start the reading with a nice smudge. I have some sage here for a cleansing. Three chimes to bring in the positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs of Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. If you have Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries anywhere in your birth chart, this is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs. I do want to thank you very much for tuning into my channel. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at your horoscope. I look at the sun placement, the moon placement, and the planetary placements to get a good idea of the energy that is surrounding you. But first and foremost, I do trust my intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs this week. If at any time during this reading you have a question in regards to the cards on the table or the topic of conversation, please do write those in the comment section, and I will do my best to help you find clarity and to provide answers for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs. Here we go. I will, at the end of the reading, open it up for general questions. So if you do have a question that you would like to ask that may not be in regards or that has not been answered during the reading, please write that in the comment section as well. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The layout of this reading, when we are looking at this top row, this first row, we will be looking at your work life, your professional life, your career. When we look at the second row, we will be looking at your private life, your personal life, friends, families, love interest, healing. I'm going to remember that that was inverted. Thank you, Spirit. And final row is final thoughts, final messages. Many times we will find that the reading is brought together, and we do find most of our clarity in that final message. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs. Let me just bring those a little bit closer together. I do like to make sure that you're able to view all of the cards on the table. There we go. And the foundation, the basis of this reading this evening is the Ace of Wands, the gift of strength, that passion, that fire, that desire within you is a gift, and it is motivating you to make big changes and to be courageous. And that is backed by the Queen of Cups. And I like to call the Queen of Cups the a lot card. It's like the abundance. If we look closer, we can see she has a lot of abundance that is surrounding her. And she's in deep appreciation of that abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Again, welcome to my channel. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at your horoscope and the planetary placements to get a good idea of the energy that is surrounding you at this time. If at any time during this reading you have a question, please do write that in the comment section, and I will do my best to help you find clarity or find an answer to that question. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs. And we start off in your public life with the Fool card, a new beginning, a fresh start. And what I like about this fresh start is you have everything that you need, as is indicated by that hobo package. You have everything that you need for this new beginning, for this fresh start in your public life. And that is followed by the 10 of Cups. This new beginning, this fresh start is going to bring you in fulfillment. And we're talking about the emotional fulfillment, the spiritual fulfillment, that you are going to be starting a journey that is emotionally fulfilling for you or to you. And that is followed by the Strength card. And whatever this new beginning is, whatever it is that you are starting, it's like you were made for this position. You were made for this new, fresh beginning. You were made for this journey. It's almost like your calling. And why I say that, if we look closer, we can see that she is putting her hands or her hand in the lion's mouth. It's almost to the point of showing off. I'm just doing something that other people have difficulty doing it, but you do it with such ease. And that is followed by the Wheel of Fortune. You are attracting the attention, and you are attracting the praise. You are attracting attention. You are attracting praise. And I also like to call this the karma card. The energy that we put out is the energy that the world, that the universe reflects back to us. I think that you are just oozing with positive energy, and positive energy and positive attention is coming back to you. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you are inspiring those around you. And that's, when we're putting our hands in the mouth of the lion, we are inspiring those around you. And maybe they haven't told you, or maybe you haven't noticed, but you have been. And this is your chance to level up. And a good way that we can level up, especially when we are inspiring others and others are looking to us for guidance, when we cheer them on and we really give others kudos for what they are able to do, that is also leveling ourselves up. And it's always nice to know that we have people cheering us on. And when we cheer others on, we also receive big rewards. You've been asking the hard questions, and you've been getting the answers that you need in order to begin, in order to start. this new adventure. I'm so happy for you, fire signs. I know that, um, especially the in our work life, in our public life, there's many different personalities, and sometimes there's disagreements that are associated with those different personalities. But I see you using those disagreements as a catalyst. And it's almost like, others may be coming in or having a negative attitude, but your positivity is rubbing off on them and it is really showing. And I believe that those in authority are seeing that that is really showing as well. Did you have any questions about your work life or about your public life before we move on to your private life? As a fire sign, you do tend to be very active, and sometimes you can become a little bit restless. Fire is also the yang element in the yin and the yang, and they can be impulsive, yet very passionate and very temperamental. But I see that you have mastered your temperament. And here in your private life, we start with the Page of Cups. And here again, we see someone young, something fresh, someone new that has really grand ideas and is really ready to set out on the adventure and look to see what is around the next corner. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Again, very useful energy in your private life, in your personal life. Useful energy that is wanting the grand adventure and appreciating the things that are coming their way. A lot of pentacles here. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is I like to call this the in the zone card, that we are doing what it is that we love to do. We're doing what we enjoy doing. Um, Many times, um, like athletes, um, very successful athletes, they'll say that they're in the zone. It's like they are at one with what they are doing. And here, that is what we see with this Eight of Pentacles. We are at one with what we're doing, where the amount of money that we would be making or the amount of payoff that we would be making, we are doing something for the love of doing that. And that is followed by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands can also be known as the wounded soldier. But this is the wounded soldier. The battle has already been fought, the work has already put in. And he's now taking a break and he's putting himself in a place of a state of looking back at the effort that he has put in, looking back and tending and healing his battle scars. And again, you have been asking the hard questions. You've been asking the hard questions in your private life, and you have found clarity in the answers. And you have found your voice in the asking of the questions. My grandmother always used to say that there is a grain of truth in everything. And really, what she was saying was that even the best liars put some truth into what they're saying. And I believe that there's someone's words that were troubling you. Their words were nonsensical. Their words weren't making sense. Their actions and their words weren't lining up. Their actions and their words were saying two different things. And you knew, or you know, that the truth was being hidden. It was being hidden by secrecy or by false actions. There were a lot of nonverbal clues that were indicating to you and telling you what the truth is. And you've trusted your intuition, and you've made a decision, and that you've found clarity. And this clarity is leading you to heal your wounds. Whatever this secrecy was, whatever this nonsensical, it was almost like nonsense. It was, I don't even think that when this person was speaking, they believed the words that were coming out of their mouth. I mean, it was just nonsense. And you've seen it for nonsense. And you put in the work, you put in the battle scars, and now you have found clarity. You're ready to take action, and you're ready to heal. And especially if this is in love, you will need to be the one that makes the first move. And, it doesn't matter if this is a new relationship, a newer relationship, or an ongoing relationship. You are going to be the one to need to take action. And whatever clarity you found, whatever action you decided to, or you have decided, I believe you've made up your mind. I think you know what to do. And you're ready to take action. And your actions are going to be a healing action. Did anybody have any questions on their personal life or in their private life that they would like clarity or answers to before I move on to final thoughts and final messages? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Yeah, I do like to work with the fire signs. We are just so passionate about everything we do. Everything we do is motivated by that fire, that passion within us. But especially when we're talking about love and the fire signs, it's, sometimes we're ready to leap in and take action before slowing down and really thinking things through. And final thoughts, final messages. We start off with the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, the two in tarot, represents balance, contrast, and partnerships. And the swords represents air, intellect, heart, mind. And so many times when we see this card show up, there's another option, another choice, something that you're unaware of. And that is followed by the Six of Swords, the quiet transition. And this we actually see a crossing of the river Styx. But when we look closer, we can see that the water is calm here and the water is rough there. So it's the crossing from rough waters into calmer waters, into peaceful times. Peaceful times are coming. And that is followed by the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is really, again, it's about fire. The wands are about fire. The wands are about passion. The wands are what drives us, what motivates us. And here we can see the Queen on her throne, resting confidently in her passions, or with her passions. She has mastered her passions, and she is being divinely protected, as is shown with that black cat there. Trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, your inner knowing. That is your superpower. And the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that is not in movement. He has taken a pause. He has taken a pause not only of appreciation for the gift that he does have. And I believe your gift is your inner light. Your gift is your intuition. And Source is asking that you take a pause of appreciation to really see how far you have come and how far you have grown. You know, when we listen to fear, fear can let us know that we are out of alignment. And fear can be used as a tool in aiding us in seeing what needs to be changed. And connecting with Spirit allows us to obtain knowledge and information that helps us navigate life and overcome life's challenges. The simplest way to connect is through prayer and meditation. And that is what this pause, this break is. It's a time to connect with Spirit and listen and find that deep appreciation. Big changes require slow and steady progress. And we can practice or achieve slow and steady progress through mindfulness. Staying in the present moment helps us tune in to the peace of mind needed in order to manifest. Take time to do a body scan and maybe do some breath work. Did anyone have any questions that they would like to ask before I close this reading? I do want to thank you very much for tuning in. This was a general reading for the fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I do invite you to watch your pre-recorded reading on the channel. And I also invite you to the live reading on Sunday evening, where there is a free-for-all. And again, fire signs are Friday evenings. And I invite you to tune in with any questions. I'm kind of on a little bit of a time lag here, so if you have any questions, please write those in the comment box, and I will do my best to help you find clarity on a question. Thank you, Spirit. Again, my name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at your horoscope, your sun and moon placement, and the planetary placements to get a good idea of your energy. But always, first and foremost, I do rely on intuition. Thank you, and you have a blessed evening.